How's it going, Nakama? Brit is back for One Piece manga chapters 1104. Always got to make sure I'm on the right side. And today, you may notice that we're down one, but our guy, Sayat Grain, is here. How's it going, my dude?
Going all good. Let's give a moment of silence for Drew. We're gonna miss him for this chapter.
Silence for Drew, indeed. But we have One Piece manga chapters 1104, and I am incredibly excited. Any thoughts for what we're about to get, Sigarin?
I am hyped for the chapter because of where we left last chapter. Yeah. Some stuff I've seen, even though there are no spoilers, but they've increased the hype for me a bit.
I completely understand.
I'm a bit nervous.
Well, I read all three of the chapters before we start, so I'm actually pretty hype at what's about to happen, and I even included that in my tweet, which could this be the most the most satisfying punch in a while? We shall see, because we're opening it to One Piece manga chapters 1104, titled "Thank You, Daddy." Oh my goodness! Reader request: Sanji delivering a dessert to a newly engaged rat couple at a restaurant. What if these were the mice? They're not rats, mice. That were the ones that, how do we put it? There was one that the little girl had in Wano, but that reminded her of the one that Sanji had when he was a kid in Germa 66, the one that he was cooking for. Like that, I like that. I like that a lot. And Sanji is finally able to be a part of something beautiful and not just creepy. I love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah, and this has to bring up some nostalgia for Sanji.
That's right? Because he's cooking for a newly engaged couple that happen to be mice, similar to the ones that he has a very fond connection to. I think that's fair to say. But awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and jump on in. This is by Eiichiro Oda, translated by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Vanessa Satone. We have 15 pages, but there's only 2 of us today, so it's not going to hurt as badly. It's still going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt as bad. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, we're still down 2.
Yeah, I'll do 2 and 3, and then Sigarin, you'll take over on 4 and 5, okay?
All right,
and we're just gearing up, and here comes Papa, the Buccaneer boy. Your only options are slavery or death. And he's just like looking at the person who's about to light his butt up. Your mother's dead, son, but I think she's better off that way. And we get to see Clap. That was his name. It wasn't like some sound effect and everyone's like, is that his name? That's Papa's name. Clap, C-L-A-P-P. And then you have Ginny when they first moved into their home, and she's like, I'm so happy. And I'm sorry, Mikumichi. It won't be long now. And her final words to him, it makes me feel like he's not dead. Are you getting this understanding from this too?
Yeah, a bit of that feeling. At least, even if it is a fraction of his consciousness, is still there.
That could be the question. So keep in mind, a possible question can be, is Kuma still alive? Unless, of course, we find out at the very end of the chapter. But I'm going to go on to page 3. Any thoughts? Are you all good?
Let's just go.
All right, cool. So page 3 in 3, 2, 1. And then it ends with baby Bonnie just crying, and then we get Tween, because she's 12. It was funny because the anime just got to the scene of her getting out of the water, and everyone's just like, oh, Bonnie, and all the anime manga fans are like, no, they don't know yet. No awkward statements. But now that we know that she's a tween, we are back to the real time, and we have, why is this happening, Vegapunk? He should be dead. A few days after the Revolutionary Army took Kuma away, I pressed his self-destruction switch? Okay. Okay. And we have Kuma coming in with the punch. Just you know that grit is literally 40 to 50 years of oppression, and I'm gonna just say it because Kuma would never say it. Hatred. This is one of the few people on the planet that Kuma, the nicest person on the planet. I am saying this full-throated. Kuma's the nicest person in the One Piece verse. He hates this dude. Kuma hates.
It's not just hatred, anger.
And you can just
anger
feel.
Also.
I can feel everything in this thing. Any thoughts before you take over, and I can stop. I can finally stop being like, all right, gotta focus on the reaction. Now I can just be like, blah, 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 blah. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Wow, he pressed the button.
So the self-destruct button, either it wasn't designed as automatically a kaboom button, maybe more of a, or it was designed as more of a go on a rampage button.
Well, either that or Kuma somehow suppressed the blast in some way. Because last chapter, he was just like, impossible, Kuma can't be here. And we're like, oh, because of blah, 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 and he's a defective thing. No, St. J. Garcia Saturn's like, I pressed the button. He should not be here right now. Vegapunk, what you doing?
And also, he said a few days after the Revolutionary Army took him, so it should be like at the time when he should be at that particular time when he was with Dragon. When Dragon was asking him the questions, and he immediately went on a rampage. That should be the moment he pressed it.
No, that's what he's saying. Like all the time when Kuma's literally just like this, and Dragon's in front of him, just talking to him. St. Garcia Saturn's just like boom, 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 boom. Just like that is so wild.
Oh man. But also regarding his father's name, Bartholomew Clapp, gotta be the most satisfying name in the whole series.
Oh man, Bartholomew Clapp. Oh, his dad is looking down, being like, "It's my boy. My boy's about to knock some life into this." So, brother, it's all you. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Okay, I'm going on. Oh my god. Charlos 2.0.
Oh, he tried taking it though. Oh
my god.
Oh.
Damn.
This is not as satisfying as St. J. Garcia. I mean, as St. Charlos. But this is artwork that I'm going to be staring at for a long, long time. Like, his fist, and you can see the advanced armament just surrounding it too. It's just like, leave my baby alone. Yeah, you can't do like a little piece of this. You have to do full panel. And that should have given Superman enough time to like collect
it is just the full panel here.
Oh my goodness, man. This is up there with the Odin carrying everyone, in my opinion. As far as like shading and paneling and how the impact, this is amazing. Absolutely immaculate. He tried taking it though. You have to try and give it to Saint. He tries to like. Oh man.
But he couldn't. It was just too strong.
Yeah,
Damn.
and and that for those who don't realize what's going on, me and Segrain bounce back and forth as far as paneling and just being able to like discuss stuff. So I'm gonna let him do another section because this is just us being like, oh.
Go ahead.
So
Someone's knocking at my
he
door.
just did
Go
4 and
ahead.
5, so he's gonna do 6 and 7 too. I want him to at least read anymore. So you may have gotten Foxy.
Out of now.
I hear you.
Uh,
Yeah. So apologies to all those. Apologies.
okay.
I have internet issues. Feel free to keep on reading, because hopefully it'll just buffer out in the back end.
All right.
Let's see here.
The background. Okay. Okay. Let me just continue.
Yep.
Look at the town. What is this? What's happening? Did Kuma do this? Oh. He punched out one of the 5 elders, the very
he's
highest
knocked
authority in
unconscious?
the world.
Oh, okay, he's not. I thought he was.
Oh. And he's still standing. Damn. My dude's just standing there looking at the destruction he made. Rescue Sensaren at once. He's trapped under the buildings. A slave just punched the man at the pinnacle of the world. And now he's falling to his knees. This is a historical atrocity. Oh yeah, this is a historical atrocity.
This is absolutely wild. So, looks like Kuma's starting to either break down or he's running out of gas. Either way, it's not looking good.
Oh yeah. Oh man. This panel is just still so satisfying.
True. There we go. So we have our our huge thing that happened in Egghead. Also the fact that either Kuma is suppressing the blast or something of that nature. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Or the
yeah, either it
revolutionaries
is
took
not
out.
really.
That might have been why
Yeah,
Vegapunk, because Vegapunk was, I think
they
Vegapunk was
knew.
talking to them.
Yeah, if they knew, then this guy would probably would have been able to take it out. What is his name again? I forgot his name. The mink guy. Mink dude.
The mink or the mane? Sorry,
The tech dude in the Revolutionary Army.
Are you talking?
He will.
Lindbergh?
Yeah, Lindbergh.
Yeah.
He should be able to take it out.
We'd hope so. We'd hope so.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see here. He actually sent him flying too, and it doesn't. He recovered after Bonnie. Not sure if how soon he'll recover after this. So I'm gonna go on to page 7. Okay. Look at the town. This is what's happening. Wait, nope. You read that one. So I'm on page 8 for those who are watching. Finally, I can move again. Bonnie, are you hurt? Now's your chance. Let's take Bonnie and move on up. Escape is our only goal. What happened? I did not. Wait, what? What happened? I did not attach any self-destruct switch. I knew that if I helped turn you into a bomb, they would inevitably use you as a suicide weapon. Wait. What? I did not What happened? I did not attach any self-destruct switch. I knew that if I had helped you turn... I knew that if I helped turn you into a bomb, they would inevitably use you as a suicide weapon. You there?
Alright, now I should be back.
You're good. Alright. What was the last thing that you heard?
I think you were about to go to the next chapter. I had to check on YouTube to see if the issue was from me or from you.
How's the stream looking?
The stream looks okay.
Stream looks okay? Okay. Yeah, it's... I have... My internet provider has not called me back in like a month to try and upgrade. So I'm very... It's very interesting how that we're going to move forward with them. But we'll see.
Oh yeah. ISPs are like that.
Yeah.
I just ditched mine and switched to university Wi-Fi, to university connection.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they're a local provider, and that's what I like about them. But this is how I get treated, yeah. So I'm gonna continue reading, and I was just very confused at the lettering and reading on everything, just because it didn't follow up. I knew that if I helped turn you into a bomb, they would inevitably use you as a suicide weapon. But I upheld their conditions in the end. I did not attach any self-destruct switch. I attached a total shutdown switch to you. And now that it's been thrown, you should be in a vegetative state, without the ability to act on your own free will or even carry out orders. So he also attached a shutdown switch. Interesting. I attached a total shutdown switch to you. So I love how you also have him picking up his little girl. So I'm also starting to think this might go into the necklace that he gave her, but we'll see. We'll see. So that was the first of mine.
So
Any
that
thoughts on this panel by panel?
Clarified.
What's that?
So that has been clarified. It's not a self-destruct switch, a total shutdown switch. But wait, he said I attached a total shutdown switch, and now that it's been thrown, you should be in a total vegetative state. You got the ability to act on your own free will or even carry out orders. So he's still alive, but sort of like in a coma.
In a way. So that's the interesting part is I am still going with it being that necklace. That's the reason why. So I'm going on to page.
So how come?
Go ahead.
My question is, he could move, and the self-destruct switch was pressed like long after he has left. A few days after he left Marijoa, which should be probably a couple of days before he came here, at least a day or two.
So again, with everything, basically, let's just say Wano. Let's just say during the time of Wano. I think it's fair to say that. So
yeah,
we were
during
in
the
Wano,
during the time
while
of
we were
Wano.
in Wano, St. J. Garcia Saturn's just doing this.
It is just spamming the self-destruct button.
just manhandling it. So in a way, we are fully now caught up actually with what's happened outside of Wano, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go into page 9.
Yeah.
And that'll be my last one, and then I'll turn it over to you. So there is
All
no
right.
reason he should have sprung into motion. No logical scientific basis for his arrival at this island where Bonnie is. So, is it true then? Is it not the physical strength of the buccaneers that makes them remarkable? For at one point in time, what is happening? Okay, give me lore, Oda. Give me lore. Welp, it's over. Kuma? Where's Straw Hat? He disappeared before we could apprehend him. I don't want to make that report. And then you have a hand. Thank you, Daddy. I saw all of your memories. Mommy was such a wonderful person. And you wrote me all those letters after all. She got all the letters. So
Like I said, she got all the letters.
Well, what is okay? I'm interested in Welp. It's all over. Very, very interested in that.
Well, now Kizaru is obligated to act against them, Kuma in particular, because even if he doesn't want to, because it is his, he has to act since now a celestial dragon has been touched.
Potentially, in that so that
before they were just orders, and he can find ways. I think probably he could find ways to maneuver around them, but now it is just there is no debate in it.
I'm interested just because
I think that is why
he's something where they have over all the Marines in the area to control it. So there's different ways of being able to approach what atrocities are probably about to unfold. So it's your turn on page 10. So
okay. Everyone calls you a tyrant, but I know my daddy is the kindest and most wonderful man in the entire world. I'm one of the strongest. And I will never ever forget it. Oh.
He knows he's not her dad.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part.
I'm just glad at least she is able to meet him and hug him one more time.
Finally. This entire journey.
Yeah. And Saint Saren is getting back up. Saint Saren? Okay, we can see the black lightning. Do these dudes have conquerors?
I'm assuming. I think it's fair to assume now that
they have conquerors.
And that might be, and who knows, with him like holding people down with pressure, that can be an extension of Conqueror's Hockey. We had Shanks basically like get into Rio Green Bull's like psyche and like keep him away, and so maybe Conqueror's Hockey can do that. It could crush someone's skull. Interesting.
Maybe, and I'm thinking maybe not like less of an ability and more of like how dominant your willpower is.
Possibly.
Since I'm thinking of something similar to Bleach. I think is it Bleach or which one again? There is other manga that's like the more dominant your willpower is, you can freeze someone at like in place. They won't be able to move. That is what I'm thinking.
I must apologize because I am not a Bleach person at all. So that if Cool Kid was in the stream, he'd be out of here. But
I miss Cool Kid. Yeah, I wish Cool Kid was here.
Hopefully over the summer. But
yeah,
you got one more, so let's finish on up there, and then
all right,
we'll see where we go next.
All right, moving on to the next page, and he's back up. Oh, Vegapunk, how do you explain all of this? Was it your doing? Well, I suppose it must look that way. I could call it the power of love if it makes better.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Vegapunk with the funniness. Okay.
Oh my god. Vegapunk of all people should know that you can't really convince these people with something like love, with a word like love.
Sorry, I looked down.
I see. Then it is a flaw in the human form, an error in the programming. Okay. Farewell, I have no more use for you men. What the hell is this? Hey, how come his body is regenerating?
Oh, his arm is gone. Okay.
Oh yeah, his arm. Oh,
okay.
You remember the building spell on him? So
Okay.
his arm was gone, but now it is regenerating.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I had saw, and I was just like, what's happening here? Okay. The yokai are getting very interesting. And you have like the ominous wiggles coming off of it too. It's just like,
Yeah, before I thought it was maybe something like he was planning to attack or something. It was when Sanji said it that I realized.
Also, I think I now know where Kizaru's "It's Over" came from, because he just said, "I have no more use for you men."
Oh.
So I think a lot of Marines are about to die right now. Let's see how gruesome this gets with actually, no.
Is you?
Okay. 3 on the page, 12 in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Here comes the dagger. Daddy, look out! Move out of the way! Don't do anything to break Bonnie's heart, Spider Gramps. And then he actually moved it. We owe Kuma a great debt too, Radical, and it's true. You've developed very well. I don't know. So much is happening so quickly, so I'm gonna go on real, and then we're gonna just.
Let's just go on.
Radical beat! Oh, right through! And then here comes Kizaru behind Frankie. So show me how you've grown. Frankie! And then Kizaru knocks Frankie. Okay, he knocks Frankie into the side of a building. And then you have St. J. Garcia looking at the hole in his chest. Everything else he's recovered everywhere else. So no more blood on the beard. It's all been soaked in. So really, since it was such a just boom, 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 Straw Hat's really just diving in. Look out, Daddy! Move out of the way. So here comes St. J. Garcia. Sanji knocks the leg out, probably throws him off. And then here comes Frankie with the shot through the hole. Kizaru has to do his job. And then knocks Frankie out, but that was a lot. That was a lot going on. And Kuma didn't flinch either.
I love how, I love how Sanji was like, to break Bonnie's heart, Spider Gramps. Don't do anything to break Bonnie's heart, Spider Gramps.
Oh, Sanji, the gentleman, as always.
It's not of Sanji's nature to give this kind of nicknames. It's more Luffy like.
That's fair, especially with something like Spider Gramps. Interesting. But any thoughts before you jump in?
Well, let's see what is going on. I think I have the last two, right? Yeah, 14 and 15.
Yep. Well, 13. Well, you have 13. Wait.
You just did 13.
I did 13. Yep. So you have the final two.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
When you're all set.
I'm all set.
Let's
just go. Okay. And is a double page spread. That is not moving Vegapunk. Can you carry him to the lab office Atlas? Yeah, I got this. So, okay, Atlas is taking Kuma away. Now that even Kuma's in the scene, I would say we've got an abundance of players, wouldn't you? Let's finally end this. Okay. Have you no heart? You're a sad man, Kizaru. Yes, I'm a miserable sight. I shall have brought darker shades. Okay. Oh my god. The Buster Call has been activated. The island has been declared a threat to the world government. All warships prepare for bombardment. Burn it to the ground in the name of justice. Those who study the secrets of the world, those who possess the blood of a lost people, those who have awakened an ancient god, This island is full of inconvenient people who must be eradicated.
Oh, okay. So, I think it's time now to pivot into a sip and discuss a toast to kicking butt. We will probably go for, 10, 20 minutes? Really depends on how the convo goes. So, for those who are in the stream, who are the MVPs, or who is the MVP of this? And then who is, what's the question for the community? So, for example, did Vegapunk do this on purpose, or is this something else? That could be a question for the community. What happened to Kuma, the bomb inside of Kuma? That can be a question for the community. So, Grain, what are your thoughts?
I think for the bomb, since Vegapunk said he didn't put any self-destruct button, so did he put the bomb? If he didn't put any self-destruct in, maybe he didn't put any bomb at all. It's just maybe a switch, like for the shut-off switch.
Maybe. So that's.
The thing is, in this chapter, a lot of things have been like clarified that it is a bit tricky to even get a question. What is the question?
Fair. Interesting. I'm so glad Kuma's punch landed this chapter. May Green, hello, welcome. Actually, how about this? Which was the most satisfying punch?
Luffy's punch to Charlotte, or Kuma's punch to?
There we go. Which is a more satisfying punch? I love that. Let's see here. Let me spell. Luffy on Saint Charlos. Kuma on Saint J. Garcia. Is there another one that I'm missing?
I think those are the most satisfying punches in the entire series.
There could also be Luffy on Doflamingo.
Still not as satisfying as a punch on a celestial dragon.
There you go.
Well, Doflamingo is more of like a fallen angel.
The poll is live. For those who are jumping in and out of the stream today, if you want to go ahead and vote on who is the most satisfying punch. So, Charlos is so satisfying to be punched out, but Kuma is a bigger reason for the punch. May Green, I completely agree. But we shall see what the community decides over this next 10 to 15, however long we're going to be streaming. So, in this...
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going to check out... 1103 was titled... I'm Sorry, Daddy. Okay, so we had I'm Sorry, Daddy, and then we had Thank You, Daddy. So... we can talk about the punch. Let's go ahead and just talk about the punch. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
This was absolutely amazing. Especially on the fact that St. Charlos is literally just like, why are you here? This whole time I've just been bop, 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 bop. You should have exploded a long time ago. So not only is this wrapped up in, let's just say, betrayal. And May Green, let us know how you understood it, especially if you read the scans and it was a little bit different. But what was how was it broken down as far as where we at? How did the self-destruct switch was articulated? Because Here it looks like Vegapunk didn't do a self-destruct, but just a shutdown, right? Is that how you understood it too? Okay. So
Yeah, that is how I think it is worded.
So where did Jay Garcia get the switch for it? Which means that someone had to implant it, maybe? Or he just gave it, or the switch that he gave him was really the shutdown switch. Yeah, I'm a little confused by that. So for those who are watching, Megrain or anyone else, if it seemed different or you understood it different, VP.
Let's see. I'm even reading. I'm checking the scan right now.
Yeah. And then Megrain just updated. Vegapunk might intend to create a shutdown switch, but unintentionally it became a personality switch due to whatever the Buccaneer specialty Kuma has. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. If you look just a bit further ahead, Vegapunk was thinking of something like, is this the Buccaneer ... and then Oda just jumped
For
away
one
to something
point in
else.
time, okay, yeah, there's that. Interesting. I'm very interested in when the big robot thing that seemingly started moving when Luffy's heartbeat started. I'm very interested in when that's gonna show up. But yeah, the Buccaneer specialty. It's not just that they're big and durable, but I don't know. They can survive death, maybe. I'm very interested in what that has to be, because there is a little level of imperviousness to, say, the what was King's race?
The
Lunarians.
what do you call
Lunarians.
it? The Lunarians.
So there could be a level of immortality to these guys. That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very interesting. And that's probably why Clap got capped at that one bullet. So very, very interesting.
So in the scan, so Vegapunk's scout in the scan was, what is the meaning of this? That is a good question. The truth is, I didn't install a traditional self-destruct mechanism. I couldn't bear the idea of making you into a bomb, knowing how those bastards will take full advantage of that. But I still kept my word. I just used a different kind of fail-safe. And he activated it. I programmed it to shut. And he activated it. I programmed it to shut your body down completely. Between that and the loss of your individuality, you should be nothing but a vegetable now, incapable of receiving orders.
Interesting.
And then with regard to the Buccaneer stuff, he said the Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies. After all, your people once, and then ...
Oh, damn ...
Oda
I've been
knows.
dealing with a ... since 2005.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
Oda is very good with ...
Oh man, and watch, we are going to forget. We are going to forget in like 5 chapters. Completely forget about all of this, and then boom, it's going to come into play.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oda loves playing with our minds.
Speaking of playing with minds, what should we talk about next? Because we've got Kizaru. If Kizaru was feeding Luffy, did he know that the Buster Call was happening? Like, what are we thinking? Because last year the community was like, oh, Kizaru is the one who's feeding Luffy, and he just enacted a Buster Call. So it's kind of like, is he helping? And he's just like, hey guys, this is gonna work out well. So I'm just gonna do all this ahead of time.
Yeah, that is the question. Another question is even, who the hell is Kizaru? we really need to know, like, this dude's character, like his personality is just becoming more deeper and deeper than we thought. It's not just like a shallow mob. Oh yeah, I'm a boring dude stuff where I'm just not interested in anything stuff. Like the way he describes himself, there has to be some sort of deep backstory behind him.
There has to be, and that's the thing, because I don't know what side he's on. Again, if he's feeding Luffy, I definitely don't know what side he's on. But maybe he's not, because Luffy's moved. Let's also bring that up, because Luffy's gone.
Yeah, Luffy's nowhere to be found.
Luffy's gone. Yeah. So that one, well, it's over. Kuma, where's Straw Hat? He disappeared before we could apprehend him. I don't want to make that report. So, yeah, Luffy-kun. Everyone's up and moving. All that good stuff is happening. But where's Luffy-kun? It's the number one question. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Caribou stock up. So Megarine's still on the Caribou. I can see that. If it is Caribou,
yeah, makes sense.
But it's, again, is Luffy now up in the air, like charging up and getting ready, going gear 5th? Because he disappeared, but he's not about to run. Like, that's not Luffy. I don't know if he's on a time commitment for gear 5th like he was with using Haki and all those other things. I truly do not. So that's a very interesting part to also have to remember.
The thing is, he didn't. When he got gear 2, it was more spontaneous than, because it wasn't a training. Gear 3 was the same thing, but gear 3, gear 2, like, it drained him out. Gear 3, he becomes a chibi. Gear 4 also drains him out. But gear 4, it drained him out the most out of all the previous ones. But he trained for that and he knew his time constraints.
True.
This one, he doesn't. And it turns him into an old man.
Yes.
Instead of like a chibi like gear 3. So he himself, I don't think he really knows like how to really, or if there are any constraints with the gear. If he knew, then he would be able to like measure and control the tempo of his battles and the pacing, so that he knows, like he did with gear 4 with Doflamingo.
Sure.
He was able to control the like how fast he goes, or like how long he can fight for. But it is not here in gear 5. So I don't think even if it is a time constraint, that he knows it. Probably he's just eating and he's regenerating. Like when he was eating in Impel Down, even after eating, it took him a while to regenerate like his entire strength and body.
That is very
so
true.
Probably like that.
That is super, super true. So very likely that could be the case. So Luffy is just getting big and fat, and then he's gonna go run, and he's gonna get skinny. He's gonna be like, "Let's go," and he's gonna go gear 5, and hopefully not be an old man anymore. Let's see here. I'm thinking probably you can go for like another 5, 6, 7 more minutes.
Oh yeah.
Just because shorter chapter. Oh, got a lot of people liking the stream. Thank you all for stopping by and liking the stream. It looks like we do have a leader for who for the question of the most satisfying punch, but we shall see. We'll go for a little bit longer, and then we'll go from there. Let's see here. This is there. I don't want to sound disingenuous when I say, is it really an issue? The scientists didn't get off the island.
Ohara?
Okay, no, this island, Egghead.
Oh,
now,
here?
I was just about to say,
Okay.
is it really a bad thing that we have a Buster Call? Like, is there? We've already been under assault.
It is a really, really bad thing. Because, before it was just more of an escape plan. So there might have been a plan for Vegapunk to take at least, even if he doesn't take the entire Punk records, but maybe a copy of it, similar to how copies of poneglyphs are passed around. But now it is more, the situation has gotten more dire, so it is just leave or die.
Okay. Okay. I vibe with that. So, in that sense, we still have the basic plan of getting to the ship and then Kupta bursting the heck out of there. But with it being a buster, then all the scientists are now their lives are at risk because it's going down. As well as when they first got there, it was like, all right, we have to secure this, secure that, and get York. Now they're like, nope, everything is going away. Okay.
Yeah.
Robin's third Buster Call. Talk about PTSD.
Oh my god.
Oh, Robin, my sweet, sweet baby. Oh.
Speaking of Robin, where are they right now? I think here we only have Sanji, Bonnie, Frankie, Luffy, Vegapunk.
I would assume that she is back up in Punk Tower. No, she wasn't even up there, was she? With Vegapunk and then
when was the last time we saw her?
Yep, so we need to find her, Robin, Chopper.
Yeah. Nami.
Yeah, because they were not they weren't running to the ship with Luffy, Frankie. Yeah, because Jinbei was with Sanji when Sanji went running after Bonnie, when he found out about her. So much has happened. So much.
A lot has happened.
Oh man, this is one of the times where we very much need one of Oda's patented, like, this is where someone's at, this is where someone's at, this is where someone's at, and people are over here, and people are over here. Like, I need I'm thinking maybe Oda didn't
do this. Probably, maybe he didn't anticipate, or like all of us didn't anticipate Egghead to be this big of an arc. So maybe Oda also didn't, and he just didn't bother to do that. But he did that in Wano, I think, on Whole Cake Island, right? Yeah, I think he did that.
There's too much. He's done that with every arc, I would say, as far as like,
every major arc.
Especially now that we've gotten this far in, and he even did it with the the authority chips. He just did that multiple times with the Seraphim. He did that with the PS5s and all them. So we'll see. I'm very interested in seeing where this pivot goes. But going back to the Buster Call part, we're now bombarding the island. St. J. Garcia Saturn still has control of the MK3. Oh, though they stood down. Okay. All of the sea beasts were destroyed. So now the island's just getting blown to hell. I'm hoping Sentomaro is able to get away and save the scientists. The other scientists did nothing wrong. They were not part of it. They were just bystanders. But unfortunately, they're all going to die. This does make sense as to why Kizaru was like, oh, here we go. Punched them, so now the entire place has to burn to the ground. I'm trying to think if the scientists are the ones to worry about. But is there anything else? Like the MK3, is there the baby Seraphim, I guess? Like, we can't let them go at all.
Well, they are under right now, since there's someone higher than Vegapunk in the command hierarchy, so they should.
Don't let them
the order is just like, get rid of these guys and join us. Let's go back, because though, that is a crucial chip for them. So I don't think even like the Coruscant will just get rid of them like that.
Yeah, so they can't let them out. So those kids are stuck in there.
Yeah.
Stussy got fingered, so she's unfortunately hurt and injured somewhere. So much has happened. Rob Lucci's fighting Zoro. Sanji's down there. He's helping them get away. Frankie just got kicked into something. So yeah, I'm very interested. There are some Straw Hats that can make it away and do all that. Luffy is about to come in and do some damage. Now that since Samurai Drew's not here, I just have to advocate on his crazy schemes and behalves. That with the pressing of the button, so there's not going to be any explosion. I still feel there might be some kind of explosion. So to where there may still be the mechanisms to be able to explode. I don't know if they say if it still feels like that Kuma is a bomb in some points. I don't I'm not really sure where we go from there, but I came on right when you were talking about me. Perfect. Yes. Perfect timing. I speak his name into existence, and he's like, it is my turn. So, Drew, I'm hoping that you've read. So now that we know, so you missed it. Now that we know that St. J. Garcia was literally doing this the entire time, trying to blow them up. What are your any thoughts and theories now that it is he's no longer a bomb, but he could be something else? This is hilarious. I love this. Perfect timing. So we'll probably end up on once he does this. Also, Drew, vote.
Drew, vote. Also, since like Vegapunk said he didn't put a bomb in him, he put something else. If there's an explosion, like you said, I think it's gonna be due to maybe system failure. Since now he's more of a machine than a human.
Looking good in the Everglades. Oh, you haven't read it yet. Okay. We won't spoil it then. It is a very, very good one, Samurai. So if you can at least vote on who's the most satisfying punch.
Yeah. You're gonna be jumping on your feet when you read it.
So let's see here. Any final thoughts as we wrap up?
Not really. Just a satisfying chapter. Even though it ended on a dark note, but just a satisfying chapter. Just that punch made the entire it made my day.
Well, yeah, I have some good news then, because the One Piece community with the Runaway Warlords has chosen which is the more satisfying punch. And it is Kuma on St. J. Garcia Saturn with 75% of the vote. Overwhelmingly over Luffy and St. Charlos or Luffy on Doflamingo. I love this. So, any final thoughts, Green, before we jump off? For all those watching, please keep in mind to like the stream. It really does help us out. Be sure to leave a comment. It really goes a long way. As well as we will be back next week. Hopefully Samurai Drew's done camping. And we'll be back on Sunday. Any final thoughts?
Yes. So subscribe to be here with us next week.
Heck yeah. But as far as projects, I've got, hopefully next week I will be able to have out the best anime of 2023. That will be a video that I'll like to have out. I'll watch this stream back, and if there's any good parts, maybe that Kuma punch, that might be a nice little short for all of us. Trying to get more into the shorts. But thank you all for joining us. I'm the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords. Always remember that anime is adulting. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.